Hi, I'm Spencer Dobson. This is Learning Curve, a show about guitars. Well, it's kind of a show about guitars. Am I making this because I am an amazing guitar player? No. Am I making this because I'm incredible at modifying guitars? No. I'm making this because it's October and this is what it looks like outside. In October, I live in a state that gets an average of 26 inches of snow a year. And right now, not to belabor the point, but this is what it looks like outside, and it's October. I've been sober for 18 years. I live in a small town in the middle of kind of nowhere, and for me it's important to have things to do in the middle of a harsh, brutal winter to keep me from going bananas. Do you have to be sober to watch this show? Absolutely not. Can you watch this show if you have an ankle bracelet and need to find a hobby? Absolutely. Can you watch this show if you're just kind of looking to learn more about guitars? Of course. Can you watch this show if maybe you need to get away from your kids for a little bit, or maybe you need to find something to do with your kids for a little bit, modifying guitars seems like a fun thing to do? Absolutely. Bottom line, do I care why you're watching this show? Nah, not particularly. But thanks for tuning in, and I hope you get something out of it, and whatever, man. I started playing guitars when I was about 14 years old, and I was okay at it. I was in a couple of bands, but those bands never made it any farther than the basement. Mostly I just jammed with friends and played to entertain myself. At the time, if you wanted to learn something, you of course could take lessons, or you had to wait till the tablature came out in Guitar Player, or you had to learn it by ear, or you had to have a friend who'd learned it from Guitar Player teach it to you. I played guitar a lot all through my teenage years, and as an adult I always had guitars around, but I really stopped learning anything new. Then the world got to a point of crazy where I realized that I needed to do something that was hands-on, that was fun, that I was interested in, that was learnable, and that was rewarding. And for me, that was picking up my guitar again. I already know a fair amount of things on guitar, but I'm never going to know all of the theory. I'm never going to know all of the songs. I'm never going to know all of the licks. So this is a puzzle that I'm never going to solve. Granted, there's rewards every step of the way. Every time you learn a lick, you get something out of it. But again, it's never ending. In the last couple of years, I've learned a lot about modifying guitars. But again, there is an endless world of tweaks that you can make to a guitar. Ways to make it play better, ways to make it louder, ways to make it weirder, ways to make it look cooler, ways to make it sound unique and crazy. Again, I'm never gonna have all the information, so I'm never gonna get bored because there's always gonna be something new to learn. Finally, I live in an apartment. I don't have a workshop. I have tools, but they're mostly hand tools and a few small electric tools. One of the nice things about guitars is most of the work you'll do on them, you can just do by putting a towel down on a table and getting out a couple of screwdrivers and maybe a drill. You don't need a bunch of stuff. Open up Instagram and do a search for #guitar. what you will find is a wide swath of humanity expressing themselves on instruments that are as individual as the people that are playing them. When I was a kid, when I started playing guitar, I took lessons from a human being, and I highly recommend that. It is invaluable to have someone there to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong, to figure out what's going on with your technique, with your fingers, how you hold the pick, how you tune the guitar, all of those things. If you have a good teacher when you're starting out, you're going to move ahead by leaps and bounds. So I'm not suggesting you don't do that. What I am saying is, right now I know all the basic stuff. What I'm looking for is to expand my world and to go back and learn some of the things that I didn't know, like learn them the right way. That's where the internet comes in. All the songs in the world are on the internet, at least most of them. All the tablature is on the internet. Music theory is on the internet. If you're willing to take the time, you can find what you're looking for. And just as there is a world of music lessons on the internet, there's a world of people that will teach you how to modify your guitars. If you want to change your pickups, they can show you how to do it. If you want to figure out how to put a finish on your guitar without using spray cans, they can tell you how to do that. If you want to put in new tuners, if you want to put on new knobs, whatever you're trying to do to your guitar, there's somebody on the internet that's there to help you step by step figure out what to do. So what is learning curve? Well, as I said at the beginning of the video, it's not that I'm a great guitar player and it's not that I'm a great guitar modifier, it's that I'm a student. And I'm trying to make order out of the chaos that is the internet. So I'm going to show you the resources that I gathered to learn to do what I did, hoping that it will make your journey easier. As the plan stands right now, I'll be talking about the following things: guitar mods and guitar building. I own 5 guitars. One of them I built from the body up. One of them was a completed guitar when I bought it that I stripped down and rebuilt from electronics to bridges, etc., etc., etc. And then I have a couple other guitars that I just play on or that I've tweaked in little ways. I'm going to be talking about guitar learning methods. I've spent the last couple of years scouring the internet, watching tutorials and how-to videos and things like that. And I've kind of patched together some different techniques that have really helped me. I'm not saying I can give you a music lesson. I'm saying I can show you what I've put together using different resources to help me learn things. So maybe that will help you move ahead as well. Now, it's entirely possible I will do product demos at some point, or maybe I'll talk about different ways to get guitars or different ways to get gear, things like that. We're just going to see what happens, but I feel like that'll come up sooner or later. Okay, that's the gist of it. If that sounds interesting to you, please subscribe and tell your friends to subscribe. If it doesn't sound interesting to you, subscribe anyway and then just put the videos on and go in the other room and do something and come back when they're over. Thank you for watching my video. Have a great day and we'll see you next time.